in here. And now we have them all growing in 20 days, and some of them are just starting to come up through this net that we put on it. But this gives you just a kind of an idea how far it's gone in 20 days. So we've taken a cutting off of that and we put it into there. And in 20 days we have that already going. This is all good. This is all food right here. This brown right here, this is all food. And these are the new roots that are coming out.
Okay, let me ask you, Scott, that what you're sharing with us there came from this?
Yeah.
A piece?
Basically,
just a piece?
Yeah, basically we took off a cutting, maybe a little bigger than that one, with no roots.
And that was how many days ago?
It's been 20 days.
20 days, and then we've got all these roots that came from that
And
one little cutting.
And it's all growing. This is a salsa tomato. And you can see it's all growing. It's perfect in every way, really. These are really beautiful in every way. They're not too green.
Describe what that little container you're talking about where they're growing now. That's called a cloning cup. The little.
No, it's actually it's just a 2-inch net pot is what it is.
2-inch net pot. Now, what is the ones that you described to me over here that have the whole?
This is a cloning machine.
It's a cloning machine. Okay.
So we take in, if you only have one machine, then you would take cuttings off of this and put into your cloning machine to keep them, root them out, and get them ready to go ahead and go into the grow machine. If you have a couple grow machines, then you can take cuttings off of this one and feed the next one. So basically that's what it is, clones. Nobody does clones with vegetables. It's not really heard of. They just do all seeds. But to have these growing in 20 days, they're already moving, growing, and you can see there's little tomatoes on them. They got little tomatoes already growing. So this should be really interesting here pretty soon. We're going to have the tomatoes really soon.
So what you're saying is that this concept could be applied to pretty much any vegetable or fruit that could be grown in the aeroponic.
Yeah, you can kind of look at it that way, or which is true. You can probably grow any way to this concept, but I think what's going to happen is the way I can see it is that every vegetable, not everyone, but a lot of them grow relatively the same, but a lot of them are going to need a different apparatus. Same idea, same frame, but a different layout, just to make it more convenient. Let's say for a vine vegetable, we'd have something for the vines to run up all over. Everything's a little bit different. Tomatoes, of course, you're going to need this trellis that goes around each tomato plant, to hold it all in place. In this case, right here, with these, beans, peppers,
sprouts, sprouts, soybeans, pretty much.
All these sprouts would be a different machine than this.
Oh.
We got a sprout machine that's made
I got
for
you.
the
Okay.
sprouts, yep. Because there's so many seeds and so many little things. It's just a different kind of a grow. But everything has its apparatus, and there's no doubt that we can make any apparatus for any style of grow. So if the basic idea of this 4x4 grow is the way to go, because every light does a 4x4 area. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So basically, the next machine that we'll build for anything will still be this size. It might have more pots. It might be smaller, bigger, wider. Everything changes a little bit depending on what you're growing. But these are doing fabulous in every way. I mean, in every way, because you don't want these super dark green. If you have super dark green, then you've gone too far. If it's light green, then you're doing good. That means you haven't fed too much, and we can give it some more food and keep going. Okay,
and let me ask you, this is 20 days. Let's go with 40 days. Where would we be in the height of this? 40 days, it should be right up in here. She should be full right up to here. In 40, so
yeah,
another 20 days.
I think actually probably in another 10 days she'll be right up like this, because it's just starting to grow now. Once it starts to grow.
So then this light, then you move upward and.
Yep. We move it right up for the plants. But look down in here. This is more interesting down in here. There's a strawberry plant right here. And we've rooted out a strawberry plant in here. You see all these strawberry roots? These are different roots than these.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's another plant in here. Well, what's happening is we put these strawberry plants in probably about 11 days ago, 11, 12 days ago, so she hasn't been in here long. But what we got is we already have a runner running. And that's what this guy is right here. It's a runner. Okay, so this little runner right here is going to run across this table. It's going to hit that one, that one, that one. It's going to root this whole bed of this out. And you can see the new ones coming out. Those were down in there a lot more yesterday. Look, they climbed right up out of there.
Yeah.
And tomorrow they should be right out here. And then tomorrow this should be across this table. It's already made the loop over, and that leaf will climb across this table right there. That's what you call a runner. And so these strawberries are really unique in a lot of ways right here, guys. These are wild strawberries. These isn't cultivated strawberries. These ain't modified. These are all wild strawberries. And they're very hard to grow. And to get them going is amazing.
And they have a lot more minerals, vitamins, and all the things inside there because they're grown wild.
And they're much sweeter. They're just everything about them is much better.
Mm-hmm.
These look amazing, though. All the heads are beautiful. All the new leaves coming out. You don't look at the old stuff. You just look at what's coming out new. That tells the tale about the plant. So you just look at the ones that are coming out new, and you know that she's on track because she's throwing them right out nicely. It is. It's throwing nice heads everywhere. So that's excellent. To be growing this quick, 20 days, you're actually moving. You've done good. You've done really good.
Okay, now let me talk to you a little bit about the state of Maine. The Maine population is 1,500,000 people living in Maine, but there's a lot of poverty in the population of Maine, and I think that you were describing the possibility of making a grow room, and the church that you had mentioned was interested in helping the people in their congregation and all the people in the state of Maine. So I just wanted to kind of get your thought on that.
We want to go ahead and build a 2-story grow room out in Turner, and we're going to go ahead and donate this building to some churches. This building is going to do Maine wonders. To start with, it's going to go ahead and give us the opportunity to be the highest tech growers in the country, or maybe even the world. For two, there's a lot of young people that don't want to grow. They have all these careers, different careers stuff, but nobody wants to grow anymore. This high-tech knowledge of automation and all integrated right into software, all this kind of stuff is a new style to grow, and these younger guys love it. They just absolutely love it. So this is a way to get the younger guys back into the growing and want to be a grower. Then, not to mention, Maine will be able to donate vegetables. These vegetables are better. These vegetables are a little bigger. They're a little sweeter. They grow a little faster. Everything about this is much cleaner. You don't have to worry about E. coli problems, all these kind of problems that you get outside. We truly can grow inside for less money than they can grow outside. We have it down that low. So because of a couple different things. The way we do it at such a low rate of electricity, and the automation of the machines use such micro amounts of nutrients. Between that apparatus applied to vegetables is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen vegetables grow so fast. Let's put it this way, this should be taking about 150 days, and we're going to knock this out probably in 60, 65 days. This will be a done project.
Now let me go into a little further of what you're describing. What you're actually proposing to the state of Maryland and Maryland and all the states, in the state of Maine where I am. I'm from Maryland, but I'm here in the state of Maine, and you're saying that you are now going to call this pick and grow, and that will be the concept that will be for the whole United States. It'll be a model platform that will be for the whole United States, really for the whole world.
Well, it will be the new thing. This is how it's going to go. You're going to be able to walk into a beautiful glass building in the middle of the winter time and pick your vegetables right off the vine, put them in your bag, go up to the front, weigh out, and go. This will be the new way of getting vegetables all winter long. We won't be outsourcing from other states. After we make this thing go all the way across the United States, I don't think any state will be outsourcing any more for any vegetables ever, anywhere. Every state will be self-sustainable, and in any states that don't want to participate, other states will have plenty to supply them. So there's no more, you have to can everything because you have to keep it good, so you have to can everything and make sure you can keep it. You can get it all the time. This is something you can get constantly all year round. So I think it's going to be groundbreaking for children, for grown-ups, and mostly for the older folks. And why? Because the older folks love gardens, and they don't want to go out and till a big giant garden anymore and do all this stuff and just get a very few vegetables. Those days are over, and they're kind of giving up gardening just because of those reasons. They love it, but it's just too much to do. This brings it back, so these older folks, the senior citizens, can do this growing. They can. It's all automated once it's all set up.
Okay, now I want to ask, people may look at this video and think, oh, this is just hydroponics. Can you describe a little bit about some of these things that are here so they understand what this is?
Yeah, right. This isn't hydroponics. This is aeroponic deep water culture. What's going on here is this is not a giant cloning machine or something like that. This thing is very built intriguingly. Each basin has its own basin, has a deep water culture, has 3 sprayers. They're all connected together. They're not connected with the reservoir. This is one of the few machines that self-pH. There's no machine in the world that self-pHs. This is one of the few machines that you don't have to change your reservoir every 30 days. We have beneficial bacteria, microbes. We can go all the way through a full cycle, 70, 90 days, never change our reservoir. We just go to another, we put more in and go to another cycle. It works super good. This is one of the few machines that doesn't have a cycle timer. Cycle timers are when they shut off and they're on for a minute, they're off for 5 minutes. It doesn't have a cycle timer. This runs straight through, all the way through. How it can do that is because it's so aerated. It doesn't need to stop and take food in. It will just keep right on going and delivering the food. So this is designed for a 3-stage plant, which is a marijuana plant. So when you put a vegetable plant in it, which is a 1-stage, it goes crazy. It loves them. It just screams. We can do them in half and maybe quarter the time that it takes to do this outside. And better. They're a little bigger, like I said, a little sweeter. The texture's a little better. They're safer because they're cleaner. No pesticides. None of this kind of stuff.
All organic.
All organic. There's no pesticides. We don't use fertilizers and pesticides. We only use nutrients and horticultural oils. That's it. We don't use none of that other stuff. We don't have to. So they're just going to be way better for you and way cleaner. This is the future of growing vegetables inside. There's no question. There's no doubt. This will be everywhere soon. Every country will be doing it. This is the future of growing vegetables indoors.
Gotcha. Okay, well, thank you so much, Scott, and we're going to sign off on the video here, and we will keep you informed of any more improvements that Scott has. And in the future, you will see Pick and Grow that will be in many states, many cities, and towns all across the United States. So we want to thank you for watching this video. Thank you.